Willkommen zurück zu Let's Play The Fruit of Grisaia. Im letzten Part haben wir einen Taschendieb gefangen und mussten mit aufs Revier, weil wir für einen Kriminellen gehalten wurden. Wir haben aber eine saubere Akte, aber trotzdem kommen wir nicht raus, weil sie zu sauber ist. Also man kann es der Gesellschaft schon nicht recht machen. Und ja, andererseits jetzt die Sache. Es wurde an der Tür geklopft. Wer kommt rein? Was ist los?
Hi. Ah, お疲れ様です。
A slightly plump, elderly detective enters the room. Given the respectful tone of the detective I've been chatting with, he's probably a superior of some sort.
どうかしましたか？はい。
After a quick glance in my direction, the elderly detective whispers something into the younger man's ear. Before long, the younger detective turns towards me with a decidedly nonplussed expression.
釈放だとお疲れさん。
Why now, all of a sudden?
それはこっちから聞いてくれ。それじゃあな。
With those parting words, the young detective leaves the room. The elderly detective watches him go and then faces me with a greasy smile.
いやー、すみませんでしたね、風見さん。こちらに連絡が行っていなかったようで、先ほどようやっとあなたの身元保証人の方と連絡が取れた次第でして。
The detective stares at me with eyes like a dead fish. What?
市ヶ谷の関係者なら最初からそう言っていただかないと。
If you'd known I was from Ichigaya from the start, wouldn't you have thrown me in jail, stripped me naked, and sprayed me down with a hose?
まさかまさかご冗談を。うちは天下の桜だもんですよ。
Just to let you know, I'm nothing but a student. My work at Ichigaya is only a part-time cleaning job.
掃除ですか。なるほどね。うまいことおっしゃいますな。さすがはインテリさんの集まりだ。
In response to my words, the detective twists his mouth into something vaguely resembling a smile.
いやー、ですからね。そちらさんもそんなご事情ならば、もっと早く言っておいていただければよかったんですが、ご存知かと思いますが、上があれですから、いろいろとややこしくてね。
Sarcasm drifting from every pore of his body. The detective treats me with transparently insincere courtesy. He's perfectly civil on a superficial level, but the atmosphere in here is growing increasingly unpleasant. The younger detective from before, hard as that he was, seems infinitely preferable. Did you inquire to Ichigaya about me?
いいえね。あなたのお名前をデータベースで検索させたんですがね。検索している最中に電話が鳴りまして、受話器を上げてみたら防衛省の特別の機関からのお電話でして、うちの犬がそちらで保護されていないかと聞きましてね。いや、驚きましたよ実際。うちは保健所じゃありませんからね。
Wow. Since you found my owner and confirmed that my leash is probably attached, I should be able to leave now, right?
どうぞご自由に。ああ、そうそう。あなたが今度転入なさる学園の学園長からもこちらに連絡がありましたよ。
That's so.
なかなかいらっしゃらないからと近隣の署に片っ端から連絡を入れたそうですよ。おかげでうちの署長も会議の途中で電話に引っ張られたようでして、散々闇を言われたと言っておりました。
Where's my backpack?
お預かりした荷物は玄関に出してありますので、そちらで。なんでしたらうちの車でお送りしましょうか。
You're not getting funds from public taxes in order to chauffeur bums like me around, are you? I walk. Ah, wieder Natur und keine Polizisten mehr. Erstmal durchatmen, alles klar? After I'm urged out the door by the old man, the young detective appears from the car carrying the backpack they'd taken from me earlier.
とんでもない重さだな、これは。一体何が入ってるんだ?
Bit of a tough question. I guess you could say my life.
ギャグだとしたら出来は悪いぞ。
That wasn't really what I was going for.
まあ、そんなことはどうでもいい。ちょっと。
Dropping the backpack next to me, the detective lets out a slightly sigh. Thanks for lugging it out there. Here. Pretty heavy, isn't it?
仕事で柔道やってるような人間に言う言葉じゃないな。田舎の警察とはいえ、その辺は仕込まれてる。
True. Guess that's natural for a policeman. Sorry. The detective smiles wryly.
なあ、お前、埋め立て地の学生なんだってな。
I'm wearing the school uniform. You can see it at a glance.
制服が着られているって感じだがな。
He claps my shoulder as we pass each other.
気をつけてな。いろんな意味で。
With those parting words, he heads back into the police station. Guess I don't make a convincing student yet. I'm wearing black slacks and a short-sleeved dress shirt, as well as a blue tartan check necktie. Excluding my somewhat longish hair, I should be the very image of a student. Ach, mein Sporny hier auch noch wieder. I guess it's a little difficult turning into something like that all of a sudden. But it's probably precisely because this is difficult that I decided to give it a try. For a while, I myself didn't understand why I'd asked for this, but now I think I have a faint grasp on the reason. I wanted to become something that I couldn't understand, something that I wasn't. At the moment, I've done nothing but smooth down my edges a bit. Perhaps later on, I'll become a student on the inside as well. The sun that had been climbing upward earlier has now finally reached its zenith. The temperature keeps on rising, and sweat oozes from my skin. I was pretty sure she'd pick me up, but Sensing a presence, I lower my gaze from the sun. My eyes, well accustomed to high contrast lighting, project a human form in a silhouette for only the briefest of moments before the details fade in. Yeah. A woman raising an awkward salute, grinning broadly, stands before my eyes. Spare me. I don't want to see a pose like that outside the workplace. In the first place, what's with that dopey salute? The girls in bikinis on the maritime SDF recruitment posters have more impressive form.
職のお仕事をねぎらってるのに。
I don't recall contributing enough to society today to deserve any appreciation.
はいはい。来た早々とんでもない目にあったのはわかるけど、八つ当たりはしないでちょうだい。そんなことより。
She opens the door of the car, stop next to her.
乗って。目的を遂行する方が最優先。でしょ?
Yeah, true enough. From Mission Arcade Police Station to National Highway number 133 southbound, we proceed to the Prefectural Highway and advance farther out toward the Cape. A range of slowly rotation wind turbines come into view, indicating our proximity to the sea.
びっくりしたのよ。時間になっても現れないし、これは何かあったんだって連絡したら、案の定警察の厄介になってるし。この暑さだから熱射病で倒れてるのかと思っちゃった。
I doubt you really thought I was sick.
どうしてそんなことが言えるの?
You were trying the police stations first, not the hospitals.
そりゃあなたのことだからぶっ倒れる前に何とかするとは思ったけど、一応体のこと気遣ってるんだから素直に聞けばいいのに。
Accuracy in weather forecasts and interpersonal communications make society run smoother.
可愛くない。
Pouting again, she continues her harangue.
第一、ここにだって本数は少ないけど電車は通ってるんだから、それで来ればよかったのに歩いてきちゃうんだもん。それも聞いてびっくりしたのよ。ヒマラヤにでも登るような大荷物背負ってるって。
Sorry, I hate trains. I like trains! Oh god.
だからって歩いてくるなんて常識外れよ。どうしたの？黙っちゃって。
Could you not mention this to the other students? I don't want them getting funny ideas about me from the get-go.
変なのが来たって警戒されるかもね。確かに。
I got enough of that from the police to last me a while.
やっぱり職質受けてたのね。
Ah, natürlich.
はい、着いたわ。ここよ。
The car proceeded about 500 meters along an area of reclaimed coastal land before she brought it to a stop. So, that's what he meant by landfill, I see. As I'm recalling the words of the detective from before, the woman continues our conversation with a suddenly cheerful tone. Okay.
どう？立派でしょ。この近隣の学校の中では一番新しいのよ。
Very nice. Barely even looks like a school. Although I'd heard it was a new school, its external appearance genuinely isn't what I'd expected. A three-story building, the pure white color of the outer walls is the only typical school-like element, with every other aspect more closely resembling a city office building. The gates to the right and left are less evocative of a school gate than a functional fence at some facility. The mounted signboard, likewise, is a utilitarian thing printed in a simple typeface rather than a hand-drawn work of calligraphy.
これからここがあなたの母校になるのよ。感慨深くない？
I've only just arrived at this place. If I said I was deeply moved by the sight, it'd be a lie.
恥もそっけもない。人間想像力が大事なのよ。
With an exaggerated sigh, she opens her hands wide in the overblown gesture of a third-rate actor.
新設校だからあまり学校のイメージがないかもしれないけど、学生だってちゃんと普通のいい子たちがいるのよ。だから
Normale Leute. Kein Kommentar. Normale Menschen. Ja, denkst du auch gerade. Perfektes Timing. Her rigmarole is abruptly interrupted by the high-pitched shrieks of two girls. Yahoo! Anscheinend mag die Vordere keine Insekten. Oder Kakerlaken. Oder was auch immer das ist. Ach so, das ist es. Also ich sehe schon, kann lustig werden. Ja, da stand no way, nicht no way, aber okay. Wir sagen auch nichts dazu. Normal. Could you define that term? Is there a class where we chase each other around brandishing insects?
違うのよ。あの子たちはそのね、わかるでしょ?
I don't think I do, but it's nice to see that it's a lively school.
でしょ? とりあえず行きましょうか。中に。
Having apparently forgotten what she was planning to do with her outspread hands, she totters through the school gate. Her office is positioned quite near the school building's front entrance. The furniture is nicely arranged, based around an old-fashioned desk and chair. Könnt ihr mal aufhören zu bohren? Danke. In contrast to the incongruity of the building's external appearance, this room is a textbook example of the old-fashioned principal's office. Ich sagte aufhören. I sit on the generate leather sofa. That's one of the room's more prominent furnishings. After waiting for me to settle myself, she lowers herself into the seat across from me.
学園長の立花千鶴です。ようこそ美浜学園へ。はじめまして。それともお久しぶりねの方がいいかしら、風見くん。
On a practical level, nice to meet you might be the better option.
そっか。そうね、確かに。
With a slight amused smile, Principal Tachibana takes out a pamphlet.
まあ、あなたのことだからもう概要は知ってるとは思うけど、一応説明はしておくわ。
She flips past a couple pages of the brochure I hadn't noticed, but her fingernails are lightly polished.
ここは学校法人榊学園の運営する私学の学園で、全国から選ばれた学生たちを集めて日々勉学に励んでいるの。榊学園の母体は関東一円に私鉄網を持つ東浜急行電鉄グループ。その資金力を持って最高の設備と教職員を揃えているわ。まず
The principal's talk shifts to more detailed matters. The East Beach Express is an enormous corporate group with its hands in real estate and large-scale retail. But its core business is the management of the rail line connecting Tokyo and Haneda Airport. The EBE's management is shouldered by the Sakaki family, and it seems plausible that this Sakaki Academy Corporation is also administered by them directly. But that's only a guess based on circumstantial evidence. There's a lack of public information on this secretive corporation's activities. The very existence of this academy isn't well known. I didn't gain anything that could be called definitive proof from my investigation so far.
あなたは2年生として学園に入ってもらいます。
So, und im nächsten Part erfahren wir dann, wo wir hinkommen, wie die Klasse wahrscheinlich aussehen wird oder welche Leute da sind in unserem Wohnheim, whatever. Und ja, eigentlich ganz schön groß diese Schule. Mal gucken, wen wir alles so begegnen, ne? Bis zum nächsten Mal. Bis dann, viel Spaß und tschüss.